Good morning and welcome back. Today we have a couple things going on, don't we? And you guys are being so noisy. This is my third time now trying to start this video. So if you guys are going to continue to be bad, you're going to go back upstairs. We're going to do this video? Alright. So today we have a couple things going on. To start with, my 2015 Gibson Les Paul Deluxe and Cherry Burst that we built on the show. This was my first build. It sold yesterday on Reverb. So we're going to get this packed up and sent off to the new owner. But before we pack this up, I want to just reiterate and talk about it one more time. So I purchased this husk from Stratosphere for $13.99 plus tax and shipping. Brand new husk. Had nothing in it, and when I first purchased it, I was going to build it exactly the way it was supposed to be from the factory. If you guys look at my previous videos, I had the 100th anniversary gold case. I just recently sold that just because I didn't like it, and I didn't keep this guitar original, so I seen no point in keeping the original case. So we appointed it with a much more appropriate case. We used this caramel case, and this was actually from my Silver Burst, but as you guys know, I bought this case for the Silver Burst build. So I do a lot of case flopping and swapping, so we'll just set that up here for now. But I did buy original Gibson pickups, the mini humbuckers, and the tailpiece and bridge. Also bought that stuff from Stratosphere. I bought original Gibson pickguard also from Stratosphere. I did not purchase these from Stratosphere, but I got the cream back plates. This was supposed to have the robot tuner on it, and I put the Grovers with the cream button knobs on it to match the cream back plates, the cream pickup rings, the pickguard, and the trim on the guitar, along with the poker chip. All this stuff, if you look back in my videos, even down to the jack plate input, all this came in factory Gibson packaging. I wanted to make sure everything on this was as bone stock as you could get when you buy a Gibson. But I did make it my way. So to start with, it was supposed to have this PCB board in it with the 2 push-pull pots and the boost switch with the 9-volt battery. However, when I got this stuff, I soon realized that in order to make this work, I needed the input jack, the 3-way switch, and the pickups all to have the funky plugs on them. And they want a ridiculous amount of money for that stuff with the plugs. So I ended up doing it my way. So I bought the Gibson pickups without the plugs. And then, what did I do with the paperwork? Did I put it in here? I think I did. So let me grab that real quick. Is there one more over here? Nope. They always fool me. They're all over the place on these. So the case is made in Canada. It's a real nice caramel case, but this is the only paperwork that I have for it because I built the guitar my own way. Boy, I just cannot do this video today. It's the birds, the phone, everything else. And I'm going to go push through it this time. This is my third shot at doing this video. So anyways, there's the hang tag for the Grover tuners. Some destructions here on the Emersons and Bumblebees, which is right here. So this is what we ended up putting in it for electronics. The Emerson 500K pots with the input jack. And I did all vintage as much as I could in it. Now we got a bird on the floor. Boy, this is ridiculous today. You guys are just way too much. Any other time they're real quiet and they just hang out all day, but today they want to be pestersome, so they're making it to where I can't think or speak. You guys need to chill. So anyhow, back to this. So I always wanted a 59, and this was the closest I was going to get to one, cherry burst and whatnot. This thing has a ton of bird's eye in it. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not. Someday I will get it to where I can see what you're looking at, so we can tell. But this whole top is just loaded with bird's eye and different angles that you look at it. There's no push pulls on it. I went ahead and used the gold control knobs with the reflector tops on them. Try to keep it vintagey, but this has the wider neck profile on it because it's a 2015. The only thing I wish they would have done is put the correct Les Paul logo on the headstock. I think that's a little tacky, but the guitar is beautiful nonetheless. So this was my very first build. So inside the control pots, I put my initials in it, and inside the pickup cavities, I also put my initials in it. I will write down the serial numbers on it, and maybe someday I'll run into it again. But this was my very first build here on the show, and somebody bought it. So it is going to a new home, and I think it's going all the way to Washington. I'll have to take a look at that again here. Let's see, orders. Nope, it's going to Los Angeles. Had something else go to Washington here recently, so that's probably why I thought that. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get this packed up and off to its new owner. So one more good look at this. This was my very first build here on the show. Every single piece, even all the way down to the little switch tip, all the stuff I got was Gibson, except for the pots and the control knobs. Or not the control knobs, the pots and the capacitors. Yeah, they got me pretty screwed up today. I can't think. This is my third time trying to do this video, and I don't want to start a fourth time. So you guys get to deal with a little bit of the noise and stuff too. I better put this back in there. They're gonna want that. I'll go ahead and detune it a little bit here. Wrong way. That always screws me up when I go from one side to the other, because they're just the opposite. Okay. Don't want to take all the tension off of it, but we don't want it, there we go. We don't want it so tight that if it takes a rack that it's not gonna snap the neck. The less apt to anyhow. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this switch tip cover, or knob, whatever you want to call it, and go ahead. I better stick that in a little plastic bag. Oh, again here, another thing I wasn't prepared for. What did I do with all my little plastic bags? They are probably underneath the camera. Yep. All right. Now if I can just get a plastic bag open. Hopefully the second video, the next guitar that we have leaving, will go better than this one. See, they're being nice and quiet now. Maybe I should have given them a minute to unwind before I started talking. You guys all on the table? Yep. All right, so there it is, one last time. 2015 Gibson Deluxe Cherry Burst build. And it's funny that somebody purchased this because I was just getting ready to change some stuff on that, but since it's gone, we're not even going to talk about it. But we do have another project coming up. Actually, two. We got to finish the Silverburst one. The ongoing, I don't know where I'm going with that. I need a box now. So the ongoing Silverburst project is going to get finished up here eventually. We still haven't got down the lays to have the vintage clear done on it. But that will get done eventually. And while we're waiting on the vintage clear to be done, the next project we are going to do is the gold top tribute. Oh, I wanted to put that in a bag too. See, I am just not together today. So I like to put the cases in a bag, or at least wrap them. That will keep the case from getting chafed or whatever, or rubbed from being moved around in the box. Now I want to stuff some paper on either side of it. We do have this headstock brace to keep it centered, but I still like to get some paper down in the side just in case it takes a rattle hard enough to maybe break loose out of the side of this or something and fall to one side. Still have other things supporting it. I was looking on Stratosphere and they have the new 2020 Gold Top Deluxe for sale for the same price that I bought this husk for $13.99. However, I don't think it's very cost effective to pay $1,400 or $1,500 almost for a husk when you can buy a really nice used studio or deluxe or just any guitar really that's a lower end Gibson, not a custom or a standard, but you can usually get between $1,500 and $2,000 for a really nice guitar that's complete, and then you can tear it apart and have all the parts out of it to either sell or reuse in something else. So I think I might not buy another bare husk unless I get a really good deal on it, because by the time I bought every single part for this and everything, put it together, added it up, by the time I sold it, this sold for $2,700 plus the shipping. So, or was it 26 or let me look, because I don't want to misspeak on that either. $2,600 plus $86 shipping. So $2,700 total. It's going to Los Angeles, so I may spend more than the $86 to ship this. We'll soon find out. But by the time you bought the pickups and the pots and the knobs and the cavity covers and, you know, the tuners and everything for it, you're right at the price where you could have bought a brand new one. So is it cost effective to do that? No, but if you're building it for yourself, then why not? But I do things here to flip, so this wasn't cost effective for me. It was fun and I enjoyed doing it, and we will do more like this, but I just don't think I will buy another bare husk. I guess I could tape this up off of camera so you guys aren't being bored with all the tape noise and me just taping this box up. So I guess I'll just wrap it up with that. You guys stay tuned. We are definitely going to do more builds, more part swaps. Like I said, the 2017 Tribute is going to be the next one that we do, and that is going to get Gibson 300K pots for the volume, Gibson 500K pots for the tones, and I'm going to put some vintage caps in it. I'm not sure which ones yet, because you guys, if you look back at my other videos, I have tons of different caps and stuff. This is going to get the DiMarzio Super Distortion cream pickups in it, open face, no covers on them. So we're going to just change up the electronics and stuff in it. I may upgrade the tuners. Not sure yet, but if I do, they will be Occlusion style, because I don't like leaving extra holes or putting extra holes in a guitar. Luckily on the Cherry Burst, since it was supposed to have the robot tuner on it, I was able to go with any tuner that I wanted on it, and we chose the Grover ones. So if you go back to watch that video, you'll see I had to remount the holes for the tuners just a smidge because of the clear coat in them. And we did have to remount the hole for that fourth pot because it had the boost switch. But other than that, this had very minimal modifications other than electronics and stuff. So go back to those videos and watch the build. We'll have more like that. They'll be a lot more interesting because I'll have better microphones, which I didn't last time. And you guys are definitely going upstairs for the next video because, oh, you guys are being a pain in the butt. Really? I mean, come on. So these are the guys that are making all the noise. We have Timmy, which is just a parakeet. We have Big Head, which is an English budgie. And then we got a little snot face up here. Come here. She is the instigator. She's also an English budgie. So the difference between budgies and parakeets are the size and the feathers. So I guess we did a little bit of a bird video here too. You guys are just being such a pain in the butt today. Don't know why. Come on. Yeah, and he can't fly. He's never been able to fly. All right. Now that you guys have me distracted again for the third time, let's say goodbye to these people. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more builds. And we have another guitar that is getting ready to go out. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again for watching.